Jake Paul vs Mike Tyson live updates, Netflix boxing fight card results, ring walks, predictions, odds. Follow live coverage of today's controversial fight between former world heavyweight champion Tyson and YouTuber-turned-fighter Paul. Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said before the Amanda Serrano-Katie Taylor bout that he's honored to have his AT&T Stadium host Friday night fights, saying it was for events like this that he built such a massive stadium. He went on to talk about the role of Netflix in it all, touching on the streaming service's growing relationship with the NFL, which includes 2 games on Christmas Day this year. The AT&T Stadium is filling up nicely. Often big boxing events can look sparsely attended until it's time for the main event, when fans rush to take their seats. Particularly in the United States. But not tonight. The AT&T already looks full ahead of tonight's co-main event. Headlining a sellout at Madison Square Garden in New York, Katie Taylor retained her world lightweight titles against Amanda Serrano in a 2022 fight considered one of the greatest female bouts ever. Taylor, 38 and from the Republic of Ireland, then lost to England's light welterweight champ Chantelle Cameron before winning a rematch this time last year. Amanda Serrano, a 36-year-old Puerto Rican, is the unified champion at featherweight, so is stepping up 2 divisions for this fight at light welter, where the weight limit is 14 pounds higher, and has won 5 contests at that level since the 2022 loss to Taylor, most recently beating Stevie Morgan with a second-round stoppage. She has held world titles across 9 weight classes, a record for a female boxer. "Legacy is very important," said Serrano at the Wednesday press conference. "But my goal is to motivate and inspire these young girls, the new generation in this sport, that you can do anything you put your mind to. If you believe in yourself, have a great team, you can go far. When I say how much I make, it's not bragging, it's to show these women we can make it, we're capable of making it, we're capable of breaking records. Just strive for excellence and you will achieve it." Up next, Katie Taylor vs Amanda Serrano. This is huge. Ireland's Katie Taylor defends her undisputed light welterweight crown in an eagerly anticipated rematch against Amanda Serrano. What a battle between Barrios and Ramos. After a slow-paced opening to the main card, Mario Barrios and Abel Ramos just put on a show despite the fight being ruled a split decision draw. They exchanged heavy fire from the outset and both left the bout bloodied and bruised. Ramos specifically has to be content with the result as he absorbed several massive shots but continued to battle on. There's a great example of how boxing is such a wacky sport given the judging. There's a 4-round difference between 2 of the judges, with a 113-113 split in between. There were indeed at least 4 rounds that were a bit close, the kinds of moments where judges are picking between which shots landed harder and who was moving a little more. Barrios had a moment midway through the fight where he let up, and he clearly paid for that dearly with this indecisive conclusion. Netflix hasn't been this bloody since season 1 of Squid Game. That last round sure seemed like a clincher for Barrios. I have him winning, 115-111, though it's probably a success for Ramos just that he made it to the end, given those first 2 rounds. Is there a way it could be scored tighter for him? Sure, but this fight was entertaining mostly because both fighters were connecting and because Ramos legitimately worked his way back into it. That doesn't mean he won. But that is easier said than done. Abel Ramos immediately goes on the